This video is sponsored by the website builder Squarespace. More about them in the main clip. Hello guys, today we're reacting to one of Monika Cioch's videos. I haven't reacted to her channel in quite a while. Today we have a video titled 10 colognes women go crazy for that went viral. It came out 3 months ago, so I get to see Monika's taste in recent times and see what I think of her personal choices for fragrances. Should be interesting. Let's begin.
These are 10 colognes for men that women will go absolutely insanely crazy for. I own hundreds of fragrances. I test them all the time, and these 10 I guarantee that any woman will find absolutely seductive and sexy.
Now, what do you guys think about claims like that, where a reviewer will say that these fragrances will work on pretty much any woman? It's a very big statement to make. I've made that kind of statement before as well, in fairness. So how can you judge if everyone will like something? I guess you're gonna go for something that has a little mass appeal, but do you as a man prefer something with mass appeal that might be a little bit boring, or do you want to go for something that's attractive, specific to you, that has your own style to it and makes you more memorable instead of being cookie cutter and trying to cast your net too wide and kind of being forgettable? What do you guys think?
Let's go with the first fragrance. This is tried and tested. We have asked women a lot on the street like what they think about men's colognes, and this fragrance is always at the top, and it's Bleu by Versace. This fragrance is strong, it's really masculine. You'll smell absolutely amazing when you smell like this.
They must have the old batch, because my bottle of Bleu, I swear, never performed well. Maybe I got 6 hours of medium projection, but I remember the testers I used in stores before I purchased my bottle were beastly. I feel like this is the kind of fragrance that's quite synthetic and has better competitors. Let's say the Loewe 7 Cobalt, the one I keep talking about, guys. But if Bleu is something you can get in its older form where it's beastly, I can see a lot of the mass appeal behind Bleu, and fair enough to her. If she's gotten really good reactions from women when she's done public reactions for this fragrance, then that's good, that's a good sign. Personally, we did one of our most viral videos, had Bleu in the public reactions, and it got 0 points. So maybe it's a batch thing, so maybe some bottles are better than others.
Next up, let's go with this fragrance. It's mind-blowing. You should at least try it, because I promise you it will blow your mind. It blew my mind when I first tested it, and this is Rehab from Initio. This scent blew me away when I first smelt it. Oh my gosh, this scent, it's a lavender explosion. It's powdery, it's musky. It is so damn sexy. From the notes, you might think, really lavender sexy? Lavender is used nearly in all men's fragrances.
So Initio Rehab is one of the releases I haven't tried. Actually, I think I tried their Carnal Discovery collection set quite a while back, which had other of their popular scents like Side Effect in there. But I haven't tried Rehab, I don't think. I've tried Paragon, which is from that same collection, the Hedonist white bottle collection. Looking at the notes of Rehab, we got lavender, bergamot, sandalwood, musk, gaiac wood. So powdery can come from the effects of the musks. Musks can have a wide variety of effects. There's a huge variety of musks you can choose that can make a fragrance smell really sexy. I think sandalwood, as a note, is extremely sexy. Lavender is very clean, herbaceous. So maybe you have the warmth of the sandalwood, the cleanness from lavender. I'll probably really love this fragrance myself, actually. It seems a bit fougere-esque. Maybe I'm wrong. I haven't tried this fragrance. It's always a bit tricky when you're reacting to a video of fragrances you haven't tried, but I'm actually quite interested in trying this. I think this is one of the more hyped scents in Initio. Have you guys tried it? Let us know what your thoughts are on this fragrance in the comments down below, guys. If you guys wondered where we got our format of reviewing fragrances through their scent profile, performance, occasions to wear, and then the final out of 10 scoring, is actually a criteria I built for our original website, schoolofscent.com, where you can find 1-minute concise reviews for many of the most popular men's fragrances out there. Our website was built with today's sponsor, Squarespace, one of the most premium, easy to use website builders out there. I was a complete beginner with schoolofscent.com, and I wanted something that looked professional, it was easy to make, I can make it quickly. In today's modern day, it's very easy to get an advantage over all your competitors when you're making a project, let's say a business, you're making a shop, or you want to make a blog, offer services through appointments. You want a website builder like Squarespace that has all these features built in and lets you look professional whilst doing so, even if you're not from a tech background. If you want to make it the website of your dreams for your next project, you can go ahead and use the link in our description down below, guys, to get a 14-day free trial of Squarespace. Make your website, see what you think of it, and when you want to make your first purchase, use discount code SchoolofScent at checkout to get 10% off. Thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. Let's continue.
Next up, we've got a fragrance that is also favorited. Is that even a word? Favorite amongst women. They absolutely go crazy for it no matter what age, and it is Versace Eros, from another fragrance from Versace. This fragrance, it smells so much better on the skin than on a scent strip, so if you're going to test it, try it on your skin. This is a rich apple, mint, vanilla concoction. It's still a fresh fragrance, so it won't be too heavy, but it is very powerful.
Yeah, okay, so I guess for a list like this, you want something that'll appeal to a lot of people, and that is Versace Eros. Fair enough. I don't think you'll smell absolutely fantastic. This is my issue, what I was saying about in the beginning of the video. You're going a little bit cookie cutter. I think Versace Eros is a bit cookie cutter. It's boring even to the wearer, in my opinion. That's why I don't really recommend it that much nowadays. I think for clubbing, go for Eros Flame. That's my favorite concentration. If you want the best versatile fragrance within the Eros line, I would say go for Eros Parfum. She's recommending the Eau de Parfum, which is a bit sweeter, focuses on the more floral mid notes of the DNA. The red apple instead of green apple in there makes it a bit sweeter also. I will say that Eros Parfum is beautifully blended, most balanced. I like that they use the green apple instead. It's more fresh, so it's all balanced with the mint and vanilla. It's a great scent, not bad at all, but I do think there are better alternatives out there. It's too cookie cutter in my opinion. I feel like you can get creative while still being mass appealing. I don't know, maybe I'm a bit bored of the DNA. What do you guys think? Am I being unfair?
Next fragrance is a niche fragrance as well, which means that it is a bit more complex. If you like your fragrances to be a bit harder to get, maybe all of your friends are wearing designer scents and you wanted to differentiate yourself a little bit, I would go with niche, and especially a brand like Parfum de Marly, and I would recommend you go for Layton Exclusive or Layton. And what I mean by that, go for Layton if you like more of the fresh, slightly sweet fragrances. That fragrance is lavender, green apple, just so sexy and very crowd pleasing. Like any woman out there would absolutely go crazy for that one. It's also long lasting. It's if you like designer men's fragrances but you want to step up your game a little bit, that one 100% you can blind buy it, and I know that you love it and everybody around you will love it.
Yeah, so this is what I mean actually. This is a perfect example. I think Layton is that perfect balance of niche creativity that we take for granted probably as collectors, because of course we've known about it for years, but the vast majority of people would have never even smelled Layton. It has that beautiful balance of creativity. The blend is there, beast mode performance. Layton itself, the original, is very creative and still mass appealing, so it's easy to use. It's a good suggestion, I would say, for this kind of list. Then Layton Exclusive is for the true niche snobs who want to really elevate their Layton game with that animalic oud and the interesting coffee note in there as well. Really beautiful, less versatile than the original, but I think it's a beautiful creation also. I think both of them are probably 10 out of 10s actually. Next
up, we've got a fun fragrance to drive women crazy. This one is super fun, youthful, you just a good time. And man, I want to spray it on my hand to smell it. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it makes me happy. This is what you'll get, like really happiness when somebody smells you smelling like this.
She is referring to Le Mal Elixir, which I have my little bottle of here. Le Mal Elixir appeared in Ash Jensen's list for this kind of title, and appeared in my own list, and now it's appearing in Monika's list, which is a good sign. If you're watching reviewers online, you want to see what is going to be a good fragrance to purchase. Several reviewers recommending a fragrance is always a sure bet. You should either blind buy if you're into blind buying, if you want to risk it a little bit, or you should at least try the fragrance. I think Le Mal Elixir is a hit of a recent release. This to me should be our modern day Versace Eros in the community. It's mass appealing, loud. This is great for clubbing. A very smooth, more interesting vanilla based fragrance. It's simplistic overall, but I just think it's still more interesting than something like Eros. Go for this if you want head-turning capabilities with your fragrance, you want to wear this to the club. Le Mal Elixir, I completely agree with it being in this list.
Next up is a fragrance that I absolutely go crazy for myself, but I know that women absolutely love it as well. It's a scent that is mysterious, that is sensual, that is sexy, that is kind of like a guy who's a secret agent. He's kind of going, he can't be too obvious, but he's there and he's very, very sexy.
Now, before she shows the fragrance, what fragrance would come to your mind when she describes something like that? Personally, I would say something like Man in Black by Bvlgari. If the original is discontinued now, I believe. Some people are saying that, I'm not actually sure, I need to confirm, but Man in Black Parfum is very similar to the original. That's the kind of fragrance that came to my mind as soon as you said that. What came to your mind, guys?
This is him, Armani Code Parfum version, amazing magnetic cap. The scent itself, it's magical, it's minty, it's cooling, it's a bit musky, it's got this Play-Doh vanilla but a light dusting of it. It's just creamy, sexy, comforting.
That's really interesting. I wouldn't say Armani Code Parfum is that seductive kind of fragrance. I feel like it's a very clean, gentlemanly, balanced signature actually. And some of the ways you describe it, I don't really agree with. I would say it is like a creamy, clean, slightly powdery iris scent that is just very balanced, beautifully, smoothly blended, and lasts a good amount of time, 10 hours of media projection. It is a 10 out of 10 for me. I wouldn't say it is, let's say, the dark, nighttime seductive scent, but I could still imagine someone like James Bond wearing this fragrance. So yes, I still agree with this being the list. I think it's an incredible flanker, one of the best from the line.
Next up, I mean, guys, did you really think I wouldn't put Bleu de Chanel on this list? It has to be on this list. You probably know it.
I think we all do, in fairness. So yeah, let's just skip ahead. Go for the Eau de Parfum if you're a beginner, you want to get your first Bleu de Chanel. If you're a bit more mature or more experienced in this line, go for the Parfum. And yes, I do agree with it being in this list.
Next up is a fragrance that is romantic, that is nutty, that is perfect for those more close encounter situations, or just sitting by the fire. It's cozy, it's wintry, it's fall. It is so good, and Stronger With You Intensely from Armani is that scent.
Yeah, I would say Stronger With You, the line in general, is By the Fireplace by Maison Margiela, but designer-esque. It's a designer by the fireplace, I would say. Chestnut, warm, romantic, woody, amber. It has quite a good amount of projection, actually, pretty much all their fragrances. Personally, for me, I think they're all very similar. Maybe just get one, honestly, unless you're an absolute fanatic of the line. But I would say go for the Absolutely flanker, because I like that rum, boozy note it has in there. As you said, it is romantic. Because of that projection, I will say if you're gonna wear this on a date, don't go too heavy with the sprays because there is a lot of projection there. It can be a bit of a head turner, actually, this fragrance, because it does just grab attention. Mass appealing though. I think the blends are usually beautifully done. Fair play to the line. I think it's a very solid line in general. Not my favorites. Cookie cutter in my opinion a little bit, but yeah, go for it absolutely. That's my favorite flanker from what I've tried.
Next one is a fragrance that just the ratings of this fragrance on Fragrantica, just go and look it up. They speak for themselves. I think it's at 4.5 out of 5 points. I don't think I have ever seen a fragrance that has got that many reviews, is that popular, and has such a high rating. That just goes to speak for itself. It's an absolutely amazing, amazing scent.
Actually, I think the Most Wanted Parfum, Le Beau Le Parfum, and Le Mal Elixir probably have a higher rating than this, and probably still have lots of ratings, lots of votes also. I'm not sure if there's as many votes as the one Eau de Parfum, because obviously this is an older release, but yeah, there are some fragrances, some designer fragrances on Fragrantica go crazy for the ratings.
Absolutely amazing, amazing scent. It's ambery, it's warm, it's a tobacco scent. It's got ginger in there. It's a bit spicy. It's so romantic, and women absolutely eat it up. It's such a good one. The Eau de Parfum version I would recommend to you.
Yeah, I agree with this contribution in this list, because it is, yeah, that's perfect balance of the blend, the creativity that us collectors probably take for granted now because it's so popular, but I think it is a masterpiece. It's a classic. It is like the Bleu de Chanel of date night fragrances. It will always be relevant in my opinion. It smells timeless because it uses really beautiful naturals that will always be appealing. It's balanced, warm, inviting tobacco, ginger, cardamom, amber. This is the beautiful, perfect first date, safe date night fragrance that is amber based. This and La Nuit de l'Homme are classics.
And next we've got a fragrance that is super sexy, shower fresh, you will smell like a sea guard, it lasts a long time, it's a bit sporty. That is this fragrance, and it's Millésime Impérial from Creed. I thought about putting Aventus on this list, but I just think that this fragrance will give you more of that women go absolutely crazy for, because Creed Aventus is copied so much, and this fragrance, it's just mouth-wateringly sexy. It's fruity, it's salty, it's a bit tropical fruit, but also it's got this like a bit of a cucumbery leveriness to it.
Millésime Imperial, interesting choice. I can see why Monika put it in here. I think it's a very appealing fragrance for the right crowd. I actually used to own a bottle of it. Maybe my batch was bad, but it didn't give me the best performance, and I always said it wasn't really worth the money, but it has a nice scent profile being watermelon, salty, marine smelling with ambergris in there. It smells really sexy and musky, so if you want a really salty, musky, marine scent with that fruity tropical note, then it's great. I think Jay-Z actually wears it as his signature. I think it can smell like money, it smells great. Overspray it, it's not always worth the money though overall for a full price tag, so definitely try Millésime Impérial first. I think Club de Nuit did a great clone with Milestone, but I will say, yes, it's definitely an iconic scent from Creed. Try it out. If you can get a good batch, maybe it's worth it. So yeah, I can understand why she put it in here.
Let me know one fragrance that you personally have had a woman go like, oh my gosh, what is this fragrance? And ask you what the fragrance was, or you just saw from her reaction that she was just absolutely in love with it.
Yes, for me, that's going to be Loewe 7 Cobalt, Dolce Gabbana the 1 Eau de Parfum, and our own Mr. Momentum. Wait, that's actually 3 fragrances. Okay, I did too much there, guys, I'm sorry. But that concludes the video, guys. What are your thoughts on the 10 fragrances chosen by Monika here today? Do you feel like they are fragrances that pretty much all women will go crazy for, or do you think that some of these are actually too polarizing for that to be the case? And which fragrances, again, let's answer Monika's question, which fragrances do you think for you have given you the best reactions from women that makes them go absolutely crazy? Let us know, guys. We're all friends here, so share your hidden gems in the comments down below, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to check out our previous reaction video to Eau de Erica up here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.